Hello, my dear companions, welcome back to Doki Doki Plus, or Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. I played through the game several times now, the main game, to unlock the side stories so we can complete them. I've been so busy with work too, so that's why it took some time. It took some time. But here we have all the side stories right now. And yeah, we did trust. Let's go with understanding. A Sayori and Yuri episode or part, because I will do 2 videos per each side story, because I don't know, it feels like they are separated in a way. They have different themes. So grab your favorite snacks, grab your favorite blanket. Let's do understanding. Bam. Bam. I wonder, because trust was when Sayori and Monica first met. I wonder if it's the same with Sayori and Yuri. The club meeting is suddenly interrupted by the sound of the door, causing... Oh. So the side stories are actually connected, because this is exactly how Trust ended. The door opens halfway and then stops. A face peeks inside. A face that seems familiar. In full HD. Love it. Sayori's eyes widen, recognizing the girl. She very conspicuously mouths to Monica.
It's her! It's the girl!
It's true. The girl standing in the doorway is none other than the girl Sayori had come across reading alone in a classroom. Thanks to Monica leaving a flyer on the desk, it seems she's found her way to the club. Are you here for the literature club by any chance? Am I in the wrong place? No, you're not. This is literature club. Please come inside. The girl fully steps in the door, but continues standing against the wall, avoiding eye contact. Sayori continues to fail, containing her excitement. It's happening! Thank you so much for coming. Sorry, it's a little empty. I'm Monica, and this is Sayori, and we run the literature club. Even though it's just us so far, but... What's your name, by the way? I'd like to join your club.
Already?
Really, are you sure? I mean, I should be good enough. Oh, you are good enough, Yuri. You are good enough. Everyone is welcome here. You don't have to be good enough. Oh. Do you want to have a seat? We'd love to get to know you. The girl nods, sliding over to a nearby desk and gently sitting down.
So what's your name?
Yuri.
I'm Sayori and this is Monica.
Sayori, I already... Nice to meet you. Do you like fantasy?
Like books?
Yuri looks at Monica. Fantasy is cool. Oh, that's good. Monica just going with it and making Yuri feel welcome. Yes, have you heard of Annabelle Dupont? Annabelle Dupont. I can't say I have. Oh well, she's my favorite author. I'm on her 5th book and it's just... Yuri grins and presses her knuckles against her cheeks in joy. You can borrow my books, I wouldn't mind. You're really in for an incredible experience. Monica stammers, caught completely off guard by Yuri taking control of this conversation. Yeah! She glances sideways at Sayori, silently asking for help.
I'd love to. It sounds like you're really into them, so they must be great.
I'm so happy I found this club. Oh, Yuri, she found a place to belong. Oh, I'm so stupid. I left all my other books in my locker. I should have brought them. Yuri quickly stands up. I'll be right back. I'll go get them for you. You probably only need to bring one for now. Sayori nervously says that, not noting to herself that the considerable heftiness of the book that Yuri set down on her desk. True. Okay. I'll go get the first one then. Yuri exits the club room in a flash, leaving Monica and Sayori silent, exchanging glances. Oh my god. I wasn't prepared for this. How do I handle someone so intense? I mean, Yuri is not intense. In a way, she can be intense, of course, but I think we all, even if you are shy, I think we can all get a bit intense if we talk about the things or do the things we are actually passionate about. I have like no experience with fantasy, except maybe stuff that I read when I was a kid, but that's probably like a joke compared to what she's into.
I'm sure it will be fine. In fact, I think that it's neat that we have different people who are into different kinds of literature. It would be fun to learn from each other. I mean, I don't disagree, but what if this is her only interest? Doesn't it kind of seem like that?
Monica, don't you think you should be more optimistic? We have a new club member. There shouldn't be room for anything but being happy.
True.
I'm excited to get to know her more, aren't you?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry for being so hasty. I just got really anxious all of a sudden.
It's because you're afraid of not being able to take the lead.
Oh, what the heck? It's kind of scary how you can point things out like that, Sayori.
I just like learning what makes people happy or sad.
Yeah. You know what? You'd probably be great at helping Yuri feel comfortable here. Maybe you could take a break from helping me with the administrative stuff and just focus on spending the time with her. And then we get to know how kind of... Yeah, because Sayori and Yuri, that's kind of the friendship we haven't really explored that much. Actually.
Yay, that's actually what I wanted to do. Besides,
Sayori lowers her voice.
I'm probably gonna need all the time I can get.
She taps her fingers against the dauntingly chunky book Yuri left sitting on the desk. Right afterwards, the door opens to reveal Yuri's return. I'm back. By the way, tell me in the comments down below if you think I should voice act the characters or not. I just do that kind of by instinct, because I've been voice acting the characters in a way that I think they should sound. For the main game and for the mods. Tell me in the comments down below if I should stop or continue. Her breath is slightly heavy, which, combined with her short time gone, indicates she may have ran at least part of the way. She makes her way back over to Sayori and sets the book down on her desk. Just as Sayori feared, that the book Yuri brought for her is just about equal in size to the one already on Yuri's desk. Well, there are probably a few things you should know before getting started on it. There are some things that are more explained in other books that take place in the same universe, so going over those would be good to keep you from getting confused at the start. Sayori nervously interjects.
Well, I was thinking that maybe today we could just get to know each other a little bit more. You know, I think like if we're gonna be reading together, then I would like that.
From across the room, Monica smiles and nods at Sayori while Yuri isn't looking.
Okay.
Yuri sits down, then looks at her book, then glances over the room, showing no indication that she has anything more to add.
So, what made you decide you wanted to join the club?
Well, I like reading, so I was immediately interested. I had no idea that someone was starting a literature club, but that's my fault, since I haven't been paying attention to any of the club recruitment advertisements. I only found out because Yuri glances over at Monica.
Monica
came into my classroom and put the flyer on my desk. Suddenly, Yuri's face darkens. She shakes her head at herself.
I was so stupid, I got too nervous and couldn't even look up, so she just walked out. It took me several days just to come here because I was afraid that Monica told everyone how inconsiderate I was, but I decided that it was probably irrational.
It often is. It often is.
Wait, no, that was totally my fault. I felt so bad about interrupting you that I just walked out. I was actually really hoping that you would come by.
Yuri exhales in relief.
I always seem to interpret things as the worst possible scenario. Well, I was really nervous to come here for some other reasons too, such as there being too many people. Not that I mind that much, but I have a really hard time having to meet a large number of new people at once. So it's actually amazing that it's just the two of you.
Yeah, I think this is a perfect club for Yuri. Both the subject itself, but also the size of it.
I definitely came at the right time.
Oh, that makes me happy. I'm proud of you for working out the courage to come.
Yuri smiles warmly to herself.
I've never really had the privilege of sharing my interests with others before. It's so hard to find others who are into the same things I am, except online.
True. I think we can all agree on that, because we all have different interests and hobbies, and often we find similar people online because it's much easier to find those kind of communities online. It is hard to find people who like or are passionate about exactly the same things you are in real life. It's at least harder.
So I thought a literature club would provide a chance for me to do that.
What kinds of other things are you into?
Like genre?
No, other than reading books.
I don't know, just anything, even if it's not literature.
Just things you would think are dumb.
Collecting knives. Sayori pauses, a look of concern on her face.
How about I'll tell you about something I'm into, and then you can tell me about something you're into.
I suppose that would be okay.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty into crafty things, like making cute little collages and decorating things, like cards or jewelry boxes.
We didn't know that.
That's what I love about this plus version. We get to know the side stories, we get to know the characters even more, and we know these things are canon to the main story.
My room's always cluttered with random stuff, because I keep buying things to make gifts for my friends, but then I put it off till the last minute. So yeah, that's something kind of silly that I'm into.
You sound quite creative.
Not that much, it's just that you'd be surprised how much you can do with scissors and glue and stuff.
So I have to share something that I'm into now, right?
Sayori nods.
Well, I guess I'm into nature.
I love nature.
Monica,
I'm gonna start a nature
club. No, you're not. You're stuck here with me now.
I'm not.
Oh yeah? Well, I hereby appoint you as vice president of the... That's how she became vice president. There, now you're stuck with me.
Don't give me responsibilities. I'm sorry, Yuri, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
It's fine.
Yuri pauses, feeling awkward after having gotten cut off.
I like going out into the woods, or to the park, or just places where you can walk or sit and not have any people around. It's peaceful. Just nice to kind of remove myself from everything that matters and let my racing mind operate autonomously for a while.
Yeah, I can feel that.
When do you like to do that?
It just depends on my mood.
After school, on the weekends,
whenever I feel like I need it.
Wow, I feel like I would never have the time to do something like that. I find that we have a lot more time than we think we do, if you don't let it slip through your fingers. The three continue their conversation, led primarily by Sayori, but with Monica chiming in every now and then as well. Monica had intended to leave it to Sayori and focus on her own work, but she found it difficult not to join in. Before they knew, the end of the day was upon them once more. It looks like we should be wrapping up for today. So, are you two going to be starting on that book at the next club meeting?
That's the plan.
I'm so excited. Sayori beams. Yuri collects her things. Once packed, Yuri wordlessly waves to Sayori and Monica with a gentle smile.
Bye.
As Yuri exits, Sayori enthusiastically returns her farewell. Once again, Sayori and Monica are left in the club room. Sayori, you are a lifesaver.
I didn't do anything, I just talked.
Still, besides,
it really lifted my mood. It feels really nice when I can put my energy towards other people like that. She was really excited to be included, you know. It made me happy.
Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind that she'll have a great time here with you engaging her. How are you feeling about starting the book with her next meeting?
Kinda scared, but I think she'll be happy as long as I'm trying my best.
I think you'll do great. After the surprise of a new club member, it seems like everyone has their spirits lifted with something new to look forward to. Another school day ends. Swallowing her anxiety, Yuri makes her way to the club room, expecting to be the last one to arrive. As she opens the door, she's surprised to find only Sayori in the club room. Oh.
It's club time. Monica went to the computer lab, so it's just us today. Is that okay?
Oh, so now we really get to know just the two of them. Yuri silently nods, unable to make eye contact. I'm sorry about yesterday. Huh? Sayori tilts her head, unsure of exactly what Yuri is talking about. Well, I mean the way I got overly excited to share my books and how you had to stop me so we could talk first. It was so inconsiderate of me. I got too excited and forgot to think about everyone else in the club, so...
You didn't do anything wrong. I thought it was cute how excited you were.
Well, still, I think I changed my mind about the book. We don't have to read it.
Why?
Because I know that you were just humoring me anyway. In retrospect, it's rather obvious that nobody was truly... Oh, come on, Yuri, come on.
But if you like it so much, then it must be worth sharing.
I've already decided I'll join the club, so you don't have to try so hard to entice me.
That's what I was doing.
A moment of uncomfortable silence stretches between the two of them.
Well, the thing is, we don't even have any club activities yet. I mean, Monica and I have just been working on recruitment stuff mostly. So it just sounded like something fun that we could do together, reading your books. You know, like a club activity. That would be okay, right?
Why am I being so resistant to this anyway? It's exactly what I wanted in the first place, and you're being so nice about it. I really don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry for being like this.
You don't have to apologize. Just tell me if there's anything I can do to help you feel more comfortable here.
Sayori pulls her desk up against Yuri's and sits next to her. The book in question is already on Yuri's desk. Peering over, Sayori reads the cover of the book.
Dusk Bell. Part 1 of the Everlast Saga. It's Dusk Bell by Annabelle.
Is that a real book? I actually don't know. Tell me in the comments down below.
Sorry, I'm ready now.
Alright, I should probably get some paper. What? Why? Oh yeah, to get to know the background kinda. Yuri grabs a spiral notebook of hers and tears out a few sheets of paper.
How come you need paper?
It's useful to draw things out sometimes, like maps, timelines, family trees, and just for taking notes. Yeah, that's dedication, but it adds so much more when you read a book to do that.
Notes? I mean, yeah, that's an effective strategy.
Exactly. I'm sure it will be especially helpful for someone new to the genre. Sayori's joke flew completely over Yuri's head. Yeah. But thinking about it, she decides that it's probably for the best that it did. Yeah. Well, I'm not used to having company through this, but I'll try to help make it as accessible as possible.
I trust you. You're like super smart.
Oh, please. Yuri tries to dismiss the compliment, but she can't hide her smile and light blush. You can't generalize intelligence. I'm only smart in the things I have a lot of experience with. Contrarily, I'm awful at anything involving real people. That should be evident enough from the 2 days I've spent here so far. So in my eyes, it's everyone else who comes off as smart. Especially you.
No.
Sayori rubs her shoulder against Yuri's.
You're such a sweetheart when you're not being shy.
And anyway, would you like to get started?
Okay.
After the minor diversion between them, the two get back on track with their planned club activity. Yuri begins to guide Sayori through the basics of the fantasy world her story takes place in. The more of it she details, the races, factions, history, elements of magic, the more questions Sayori seems to have. But despite Sayori's expectations, Yuri eloquently guides her through it in a way such that it's fun to follow along. It becomes evident that the world-building aspect of the story, not just the story itself, is one that Yuri finds her passion leaning towards.
How did people come up with this stuff? It's like the exact opposite of the kind of writing that I do.
What kind of writing? Oh, here comes the poetry aspect of it.
I like poetry and stuff like that. The things I write are just like putting down the feelings that come into my head. You know? This is like, there must be so much planning and hard work.
You're into poetry. I think there's an appendix that includes some of the kingdom's written works, like poetry and folk songs.
No way!
Yuri giggles, filling Sayori's heart with happiness when she realizes it's the first time she's heard Yuri laugh. Sayori just wants to make people happy. It seems Yuri must be having fun. Anyway, I think we can get started reading now if you're ready.
Okay, but I can't read very fast.
That's fine. I'm very patient. Patience is something I pride myself in.
I see.
Yuri jots. Yuri is patient. She's taking notes. Hey, that's for the book.
I'm just kidding.
But I'm kind of glad you're patient.
You're patient. Because I need that sometimes. A lot of times.
Yuri flips through the first few pages of the book, getting past the table of contents.
Okay, chapter 1.
The room becomes silent as the two of them begin to read. But the silence only lasts for a moment before Sayori speaks up again.
What does vindicated mean?
Oh, well, in this context, it essentially means that he was proven innocent.
It's okay to ask questions, right?
Of course. Sayori turns the page.
Are these footnotes?
A lot of the dialogue has cultural references that require explanation to be understood. The two continue reading. Your relaxed expression remains unchanged. Meanwhile, Sayori's expression grows tense as she tries to make her way through the dense text. Up until now, their expressions have been reversed, with Sayori easily navigating social situations and Yuri struggling in them. But the tables have turned. Yeah, they can really benefit from each other.
Wait, are they talking about the past right now or the present?
Where?
Right here.
They're talking about the past. These paragraphs are describing a flashback that Barnas is having.
But they didn't tell me that.
It's implied from the context. Sayori wraps it. Yeah, this is a bit too heavy for Sayori. The two of them continue, with Sayori asking fewer questions. She begins to understand the value in the notes, as she finds herself referring to them somewhat often, and even adding to them. But her reduction in questions comes not from her getting used to the reading, but rather from her fearing that she'll come across as stupid. Aww. At last, Sayori reaches the end of the chapter. I think we can stop here for now.
Okay.
Sayori takes a deep breath and closes what little of the book she's gotten through so far. So, what are your thoughts up to this point? Sayori tries to find words.
Am I doing well so far?
Huh? I'm not sure I understand.
Well, I don't know. When it takes me so long to read and understand things, it makes me feel really dumb. But I really like how into it you get. Makes me want to keep going and to keep doing my best so I can see it the way you do.
The relaxation in Yuri's expression fades. I see. Yuri quietly gathers her things.
We can continue tomorrow, right?
Yuri pauses and shakes her head. Oh, wow. We can do something else tomorrow.
But
I'm sorry.
wait, sorry for what? I don't understand.
I'm sorry. I don't want to do this anymore, that's all. I'm sorry that I made you. But Yuri leaves.
You weren't making me.
Sayori is left alone with her words.
How did this happen? We were having fun just a second ago. It's my fault. I said something stupid and hurt her. Should have just told her that I enjoyed it. Monica trusted me with this. It's the only thing I'm good at, and I still messed it up. What if she doesn't want to come back?
Drowned in guilt, Sayori stares blankly at her desk spread with notes. The book sits next to her.
Right. If she wasn't coming back, then she wouldn't have left the book here, right? Unless she just forgot to take it with her. This is horrible. Was it really because she thought I wasn't enjoying our time together? Maybe she wasn't enjoying our time together because I'm not good enough. Probably let her down so much by having trouble following along. Yeah. I'm sure if I was smarter then she would have been having so much more fun. I need to do better for her.
Oh, that's heavy. I have part 2 here. I'm gonna make a separate video for that. Hope you enjoy, guys. This is so fun to get to know the characters even more. So tell me in the comments down below what you think so far. I'll see you in the next part rather soon. Never ever. Who gets the awesome? I'll see you soon. Toodeloo!
All the ways you blow my mind.